Hey, what's up guys? So we are going to be doing a deck profile for the Meklord Batttlin Boxers, which is actually a really fun deck. I love mixing two random archetypes together that have some synergy. But that said, let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. But if you have any suggestions for this deck, let me know in the comment section below and we'll improve this deck and make it even better. So, we got two Trigodias, just because sometimes in the deck early on, you don't want to first turn summon Glassshell unless you have a Meklord, then by all means do that. But the only card that you really want to normal summon first turn is something like a Headgeared, which is a pretty awesome card. He basically, he's like the Armageddon Knight, but you can basically Armageddon Knight a Kalute, and you know, it's pretty good in that aspect. But sometimes you just don't have the hand, and Trigodia helps also with the Dark count, because I'm playing one of my favorite cards, Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, and it actually works pretty well in this deck because I love playing the Warrior Returning Alive. And the reason why BLS is in here is because I love Effect Building this deck, because Lead Yoke is such a good card, a lot of decks can't get over it. So if you're playing against higher tier decks like Elemental Dragons or anything that can make Big Eye, they have to take it because there's nothing in their deck that can answer this card, because it ends up having 3,800 attack and there's very few things that get over that. So they'll try to steal it and you just say no, and then you still have your huge monster. It's pretty awesome. And then next I'm play one Gores, and then because there's not really good first turn summon in this deck other than maybe Headgeared, Thrasher allows you just to have another monster on board, plus they won't expect Batttlin Boxers. Well, at least not yet. But yeah, Photon Thrasher is just a very good card because it helps you just go for Exceeds. If there's a Zen mains in the way, or if you're playing against something like I don't know, Chaos Dragons, you can make Roach. If you're playing against Mermails, you can make Dweller. It just helps you go for those quick XYZ plays, which are awesome. And plus, he's a light for more food for BLS. And then we play 3 Glassshell. He's kind of the card that you use to bring out the Meklords. Very awesome card. And then we play 3 Switch Hitter. Switch Hitter is kind of the recruiter in the deck. He basically brings out your star player. So if you guys play StarCraft, you know Jaedong. This is Jaedong right here. He brings him out. He's the recruiter for him. You don't want to summon this guy without anything. It's probably not more that optimal. But he's kind of like a Blizzard the Far North. If any of you guys play Blackwings, basically you summon him and then you can special summon a Battling Boxer, but you can't special summon any monsters this turn except for a Battling Boxer monster. So basically it comes down to Lead Yoke. Lead Yoke is basically the only XYZ that the Battling Boxer that you really play. You can opt to play the other ones if you want, but I find, you know, the extra deck kind of tight on room, especially if you want to play that one. It requires like 4 level 5s or something like that. I know you can play off the rank up card, but yeah, that said, next up we play 3 Battling Boxer Headgeared. He's kind of like the Armageddon Knight, but he also can send basically a Kalute, so pretty good card in that aspect. He's, like I said, one of the only cards that you want to summon, like turn 1. Next up you play 3 Counterpunch. This is kind of like a Kalute, but you banish it from the graveyard, so it gains 1,000 attack. Keep in mind, you can still use Lead Yoke with Counterpunch. So if Lead Yoke has already detached twice, he actually becomes 38 plus another 1,000, so that's 4,800 points of damage. There's very few things in Yu-Gi-Oh! That can get over 4,800. Like, I know a 5-headed dragon can, but 5-headed dragon, he runs over everything. Next up I play 3 Weisel, just because Weisel is also dark. Plus, Weisel kind of technically has a better effect right now in the metagame, because Granule can be good too, but the thing is, Granule is really only good within the first few turns in the game, because if you take a whole bunch of damage, Granule is not so great, and Synchros aren't too big at the moment. I feel like Weisel has the much better effect, his effect being that when your opponent activates a spell card, you can negate the activation and destroy it. So one thing I also want to mention, if you use Glassshell's effect, it does not force missing the timing to summon your Meklords. I know some of the Meklords can miss timing in order to spell some of them, but when you add with Glassjaw or Glassor gets destroyed, you don't miss the timing or anything like that. So you can still add with Glassjaw, Glassjaw gets destroyed, and you still get to get your Meklord, whichever one you go for. But Granule is fantastic. Basically, if you're at full life, he's 4,000 attack. It's half of your life, I believe it is, or is it half your opponent's? This card gains attack and defense equal to half of your life points. Okay, so what was awesome back in the day when Sangan was a legal card, you could add this card with Sangan because his attack was actually 0, so that was pretty cool. But I find Weisel just to be a lot more meta. And in the off chance that you want to, technically you can make a Formula Synchron, but I took it out because I wanted to play this because I forgot to add that. But yeah, Formula Synchron is a card you could put it in if you want to. I just wanted to put it in there because I thought it'd be hilarious if the opportunity came so I control and just be like, oh, okay, go for Formula, attack you for game with Formula, if I could. But next time I play Allure of Darkness, there is, I think, what is it, 6 targets? We got, yeah, 6 targets for Allure. I mean, you can drop Allure if you want to, by all means. Then it's like Heavy Storm, Reinforcement of the Army, Monster Reborn, Warrior Returning Alive, Pot of Duality, 3 Forbidden Lances, 2 Torrential Tributes. Actually, you know what? We could drop this right now. I just noticed we don't even have Dark Hole. Okay, so Dark Hole is a fantastic card, and especially it's good with Lead Yoke. So you don't even need to play Lure. It's not that necessary. So Dark Hole is a fantastic card. We don't need to really go over Dark Hole. And a new addition to the deck that I recently added was 3 Forbidden Lances, because Compulse and Dimensional Prison still affect your star player Lead Yoke, so you don't want him getting Dimensional Prison or Compulse because he cannot protect himself. He only protects himself from being destroyed. So Lance is a fantastic card. I mean, yeah, you lose 800 attack, but you can use his effect and he'll gain another 800 anyway. So Lance is a fantastic card. And then to play 2 Torrential Tribute and 3 Breakthrough Skill, because like I said, once Lead Yoke is out and he has too much attack, people have to go for the big eye, or they just really run out of answers sometimes, and Breakthrough Skill is a fantastic card in this deck. Now, as far as the extra deck, we'll go over it. We play 1 Scrap Dragon, just because, you know, keep in mind, Gorse is level 7, and Effect is level 1, so that makes quick level 8s. Then I play Stardust Catastor, 2 Lead Yokes. You can opt for 3 if you really want to. Then I play 1 Butterfly, 1 Black Ship Cord, 1 Excalibur, because these cards are warriors. Pretty easy to make Excalibur in this deck. 1 Roach, 1 Maestro, 1 Level Chain, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Tempo. You can't really go for Tempo that often, but you know, there's Tragoida that always manipulates levels, but if you need to make Tempo for whatever reason, you can make it. And also lastly, Zenmains. Now these are cards that I was playing the deck before, but I can't believe I forgot Dark Hole. Yeah, that said, pretty awesome deck, and it's pretty fun to play, so if you guys want to test it out, have some fun with it. It's a pretty fun deck. I don't know if it has the best matchup against Elemental Dragons. However, if you happen to open up like really good, like you have a Veiler too, you can do some dirty work. Elemental Dragons don't really care too much about the spell effect, and they don't synchro, so you can't really like do anything to them too much. But I mean, technically, if you have multiple Veilers, multiple Breakthrough Skill, that deck can lose to you. So keep that in mind as well. I mean, if you have Lead Yoke plus like multiple Breakthrough Skill or multiple Effect Veilers, you can really put in some work against that deck. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Asian Eyes signing out.